Hello, my name is Kiana Love, and today I will be presenting the Educational Websites Analysis and Critique. So, I am a kindergarten teacher in Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County Schools. I currently have 18 students, and we have 8 devices to share. One of the apps that I've used heavily in the last couple of years is Microsoft Teams. When the pandemic hit, a couple of years ago, Microsoft Teams is what we use to teach our students. We currently use Microsoft Teams for staff meetings, conferences, things like that. So Microsoft Teams is a software that can be used in the classroom to enhance the learning process. For example, Alabay 2021 found that Microsoft Teams was one software that made learning possible during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I totally agree with that statement. We did all of our learning through Microsoft Teams. One of the pros for Microsoft Teams is that teachers can hold virtual meetings and with students, create classroom content, assign work, and create polls and discussion. And that came from Microsoft 2021. One of the cons is that teachers and students must have an email address associated with an organization. That means that all of our students at our schools and all of our students and teachers at the school must have an email address issued by Fulton County Schools in order to interact with Microsoft Teams or to use any type of function on Microsoft Teams. The digital citizenship characteristic is that learners will use technology to participate in educational, cultural, and economic activities. Next, the app that I chose to use is Iready. Iready is an app that I use daily with my students. We use this app at least 50 minutes on reading each week and 50 minutes on math each week. Well, each student has to get that amount of minutes each week. We use that in our small group rotations for reading and math. Iready is an adaptive software that personalizes the learning for math and reading, and that came from Curriculum Associates. This technology resource can be used in grades kindergarten through 12th grade. One of the pros is that Iready has a positive impact on student achievement, and it is effective in targeting struggling students. I do agree with that also because Iready has the ability to you can get their students' data instantly. So once a student finishes the lesson, the teacher is able to see if the student passed the lesson or failed the lesson. You can also go in and reassign a lesson to students who may be struggling on letter sounds or phonemic awareness or phonics, any other phonics skills, or struggling with shapes. So you can go in and assign those lessons also. One of the cons with Iready is that each year the students may lose some type of progress, and this is due to them taking a diagnostic assessment. So once they take the diagnostics, they may not start where they left off in the previous year. So students do lose some progress year after year. And then the digital citizenship characteristic is that the learners will develop and use critical thinking skills while online. And the last app that I chose to use is Nearpod. Nearpod is an app that I used a lot when my students were virtual during when the pandemic first started. And I don't use Nearpod as much now because we are face-to-face, but I do really enjoy using Nearpod in my lessons. So Nearpod is an interactive classroom app that can engage students with technology in lessons, polls, collaboration boards, and game-based quizzes. Nearpod is one of the pros to Nearpod is a tool that can enhance teaching and learning. This app also helps teachers quickly collect data on the lessons being taught. I really like that part of Nearpod is because once students finish a lesson or while they're interacting in the lesson, you can get real-time data. You can see if the students understood the concept that was being taught. You can also embed, the teacher can also embed a lesson, like their own video in the lesson. It has the ability for students to stop your lesson and answer questions, just to check for understanding. So I really like that part, that feature with Nearpod. One of the cons that I have with Nearpod is that schools need to be one-to-one with this technology, with technology devices, so this app can be effective. When I was a virtual teacher, it was easier because all of my students had devices at home and they were able to interact, and I could get that real-time data all the time. But currently we only have 8 iPads and I have 18 students. So it does pose some challenges when trying to use this app in the classroom. So